What is up, YouTube? KN888 here with the promised second test battle for you guys. Oscar is now my opponent. He was another guy who wanted to join Apocalypse, at least I think. As I said before in a previous video that I'll link above, this was like 2 to 3 weeks ago and my memory is kinda fuzzy about that, so yeah. I do believe this was another guy that I tested, but didn't get approved into the team for some reason. I really don't know anymore. Anyway, the team preview. He has a Mandibus. I really like that. Like, if you have a Mandibus against me and I can switch in my Chiron Black at that point, something's gonna die. Like, really, I just love that. He also has an Excadrill, which I really have to watch out for. Charizard. I don't know if it's Charizard Y or Charizard X, I still have to find it out in the video. Florges, which is definitely a special defensive wall. He has a Gengar and a Landorus Therian. Now, I really have no clue on items, like, most of the Pokemon can run different things, so I'm just gonna go with in the battle and, yeah, I'll see what happens. Now, I did believe that I predicted his Landorus T to lead off, so, if I'm correct, I was gonna start with my Rotom W. Let's see about that if I'm right. So yeah, of course my Rotom is Scarfed, so I can outspeed Landorus T, at least regular ones. So yeah. Now he does switch out the Landorus Therian, so that's pretty awesome for me. Now Rotom W is in. As I said, I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Pump. I really don't care, but he outspeeds me. That's really awesome. I know he's a Scarfed Landorus Therian. Probably U-Turn, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Stone Edge. Maybe Hidden Power Ice. I still have to watch out for that, so yeah. I am gonna go for the Hydro Pump, and he does switch in the Florges. Now, Florges, really a good special wall, but it still took a crap ton, like 25%. You can't laugh about that. I can't do anything against the Florges, like, he's probably gonna Toxic me, so I'm gonna switch out into my Scissor, and he goes for the Energy Ball! Who the hell runs Energy Ball on Florges? I know it's a flower, but it ain't a grass type. So, he has an Energy Ball on Florges, I have a Scissor out. If I Bullet Punch, he dies. He probably knows that, so I do believe I'm gonna go for the U-Turn, and he switches in the Charizard. Now, funsies everywhere. Is this a Mega Charizard X or a Mega Charizard Y? Pretty difficult. Mostly what I do is to switch in my Togekiss, because Togekiss can go for the Thunder Wave, and if it's Charizard X or a Charizard Y, it doesn't matter. But in this case, because he can't, even if he Mega Evolves and I go for the Volt Switch, I do get off some good damage. So it does appear to be a Mega Charizard X, so I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch, I believe. And that's awesome information. I now can switch into any appropriate counter. Now that I think about it, the Togekiss would have probably been better, because I can just go for the Thunder Wave and paralyze any type of Charizard anyways. But as it turns out, it wasn't that bad of a play. He went for the Dragon Claw. Togekiss is fully immune to that, so I'm really happy. Now, he does switch into the Excadrill. I see the Mold Breaker. I don't see an Air Balloon. So, yeah. But I also, yeah, I double switch into the Rotom W. And I tried to kill it, but it appeared that the Excadrill was also Choice Scarfed. Yeah, that was it. Like, I was really amazed. He had an Excadrill Choice Scarfed and a Landorus T was Choice Scarfed, and that was the only thing in this entire battle that actually got me like, oh fuck, that wasn't that good. So yeah, at least I knew it was Choice Scarfed, so I went to Togekiss and I predicted the switch and went for the Thunder Wave. Gengar comes in, paralyzing that thing is really awesome, and now I can just go for an Air Slash, trying to flinch, and I do flinch, so yay! Although I do believe I predict the switch into the Excadrill again right here, or the Landorus T, so I went for the Scissor. So yeah, both Excadrill and Landorus T can't do much to Scissor, so I can safely go for the U-Turn. That was my thought process there. So he does go for the Earthquake, pretty good move, but against me, not gonna work. I can just go for the U-Turn and switch into anything that flies. So I do believe I switch into Landorus now, because I'm also a flyer. Yeah, Landorus T, indeed, it comes in. He can't hit me with the Earthquake, so I'm just gonna go for the U-turn. I'm slower, even if he still decides to stay in. I'm actually gonna go really great on that, so yeah. He doesn't decide to keep in the Excadrill. He does switch out to Mandibus, and this is that opportunity I was talking about earlier. Mandibus is in. I went for the U-turn on it. Amazingly, all hail Kyurem. What you gonna do, birdie? So yeah, I don't really care. I just go for the Ice Beam, and I know that something's gonna die. Like, really, and Mandibus doesn't even have a chance. I think I killed that thing 4 times and blasted into the Ice Age. Now, in comes the Excadrill. This ain't good. It could run the Iron Head, so I'm actually gonna switch out into my Landorus T again, getting off the Intimidate, so he actually gets a drop. And as you can see, he does go for the Iron Head, and oh my god, that still does so much. Oh, that's just nasty. But hey, I don't care. I do believe I go for the U-turn again. It doesn't really matter if I go for the... Oh yeah, I still went for the Earthquake, like thinking he would try and 2-hit KO me or something. But no matter, I just go into my Togekiss. He has the Landorus in, and he goes for the knockoff. I 4 times resist that, but I do get off some really good Rocky Helmet damage, and that's really good. Now, at this point, he got a crit. He ain't gonna stay in, right? So, yeah. He does switch out into the Florges. I do believe I T-Wave that? Do I? Oh no, I switched out, but in what? Oh yeah, Scissor. I switched it to Scissor because of the Mega Stone. It can't get knocked off, so that's really good. Now, this is actually a perfect matchup for me, and I'm gonna take some advantage of that. So I do believe I go for the Roost. I do go for the Roost, right? Or the U-turn. Oh my god, this match is so long ago. Bullet Punch, probably to kill it, predicting the aromatherapy or something. Oh my god, this is way too long ago. Doesn't matter, Landorus ain't gonna do anything against Togekiss. He does reveal the Earth Power though. Like, Earth Power? Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen, but yeah. I double switch again. I keep on double switching with this thing, like, that's actually pretty good. And I go into Landorus. I do think I predicted that. Yeah, I did. But really good at least. Now I do think I go for the Earthquake, for the U-turn or the Stone Edge. I didn't want to knock off anything in particularly, I think. Yeah, I didn't want to do that because the items were actually helping me. Having the Choice Scarf on the Landorus and on the Excadrill really helped me. So I went into the Heatran trying to lure out the Earth Power, and thinking it would have been too obvious for him to do that. So he would go for something else, but he didn't fall for that. He just went for the Earth Power. I did live it though, so that's amazing. Heatran's such a bulky beast, and I do get off the Stealth Rock, which is really good because that's gonna help me in the long run. The guy's switching like mad, and that's really good. So yeah. As long as I can keep up some momentum, a little bit of pressure, I can actually get a lot of that out of the Stealth Rock. And as you see, I predicted the Excadrill to come in, but he doesn't do that, and he just keep on going for the Earth Power, and I keep on going for the Earthquake, and I'm like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm just gonna go for the Stone Edge, I'm gonna kill your ass. And I don't kill him, so at this point, I do predict right, and I do go for the Earthquake, and I take out the Excadrill. Oh my god, that was such a nice play. I remember then when I did it, I got goosebumps all over my arms. That thing I do remember because it was so awesome. Now, the Excadrill is gone, so that's a really huge threat for my Kyurem Black. That's gone, and it's really good. So at this point, he has the Florges again. Like I care, I have the ultimate counter, my Scissor. But I do predict him to go for the aromatherapy, trying to heal up for the Gengar. Now, at this point, I went for the Earthquake, so the guy has a Landorus T, he has a Gengar, he can easily switch out the Florges, and I was thinking, hey, let's go for the U-turn, or the knockoff, trying to kill the Gengar, and he actually stays in, goes for the Wish, and here I was like, oh man, I made such a good play with the Excadrill, and now I made such a bad play on the Florges. But no matter, I was thinking, he either goes for the Protect, trying to gain up with the Florges, or he tries to switch into the Landorus and trying to heal that, and I actually go for the Stone Edge, and I nail it! Oh my god, I was so happy that that happened. The Landorus is dead, so no more threats for my Kyurem Black except for the Gengar, and he's gonna switch in the Gengar. And what he doesn't know is that my Landorus T is Assault Vest. So yeah, the Shadow Ball actually ain't gonna kill me. So as you see, Assault Vest, Landorus, Therian coming through 2 battles in a row already. It's definitely a thing, people should try it out more. But yeah, now he does switch in the Charizard right here. I know I can't live anything anymore with the Landorus T. That would be pretty amazing if I could. And he actually goes for the Flare Blitz. I stayed in, I went for the Earthquake just in case he tried to set up on me. I didn't want that to happen. +1 Charizard X is a really big ass threat, so yeah. However, I do still have my Togekiss on really good health. And I'm thinking, well, if he kills me, I don't care. I have Rocky Helmet, and the Flare Blitz recoil will be enough to take himself out. So that actually does happen, so yeah, pretty good. There goes the Charizard. I believe the Gengar is gone already, so at this point I can just switch in my Scizor for the Florges and Bullet Punch for game. I think that was his last Pokemon. He actually dies from Stealth Rocks at that point. Yeah, that was the last Pokemon. I won that thing without using my Kyurem, and I do believe my Heatran was still alive as well, so 3-0 victory. Yeah, 3-0. Still was a really nice battle, but with this battle and another battle the guy had, we couldn't allow him to in our team because we had better players to go, so yeah. Still nice battle, and yeah, that was it for the test battles. The next battle I'm gonna upload is gonna be of the Clan Wars itself, so yeah. Ciao guys!